Today we have the Vortex Strikefire red dot. This is another decent budget optic that I really like, and you can pick it up for well under $200. Obviously, it's a cheaper knockoff of those fancy Aimpoints. If you've always wanted an Aimpoint but couldn't quite swing the price tag, this might be a good solution for you. So let's take a closer look at it. It's a 4 MOA dot. By tapping the power button, you can cycle between a red dot and a green dot, if that's your thing. It has a total of 10 brightness settings that can be cycled through using the up and down arrows. And this last button will put the red dot in a mode that will make it compatible with night vision equipment. To be honest with you, I haven't tested it in that mode because I don't run NV gear. You can turn it off by holding down the power button for 5 seconds. If you ever forget to turn it off, it will power off automatically after 6 hours. And that's definitely a good thing because this thing runs off of a CR2 battery. I hate CR2 batteries. I really do. They are such a pain in the butt to find when you need one. Of course, the battery life is going to vary depending on the brightness setting that you keep your optic on. But the estimated average for battery life is somewhere between 1,600 to 2,000 hours of operating time. If you leave this on at max power all the time, you can kill the battery pretty quick. It'll only last between 130 and 420 hours. Definitely keep an eye on that. So here's another thing to look out for. The Strikefire is sold with different mounting ring options. I purchased mine with a low mount. And what that does for me is it makes it easier for me to use it on various rifle setups that I have. I've run this off my AK-47, my Ruger Mini 30, and my AR-15. When I attach it to my AR-15, I install that low ring mount onto my own additional riser so then that the sight will co-witness with my iron sights. If I had purchased the pack with the AR-15 co-witness mount straight from the factory, I wouldn't have had the versatility to mount this on the different rifles the way that I do. In the end, just be careful that you get the mounting rings that are going to work for your situation. Now, when people discuss budget optics, there's always that question about durability and reliability. Well, I know that the Strikefire holds up to 223 and 762x39 just fine. For most of the time that I've owned the Strikefire, I ran it off my Ruger Mini 30, which is a gun that I don't care a whole lot about. It's a gun that I don't baby, and I learned very quickly that this red dot can withstand an impact here or there and work just fine. It also helps that it comes with some lens caps, right? What I'm really happy about this budget optic is, unlike some of my other budget optics, this one holds its zero just fine, and that includes, when I'm shooting in the summer and it's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside to, when the seasons change and it's down in the single digits in the winter, I turn this on and it's where it's supposed to be. The Strikefire also comes with a 2-power magnifier that screws onto the front end. Honestly, I don't like it. It really restricts your field of view and I won't use it. If you're really interested in magnification, I would suggest you look at some other options. One that I went with that I really like is that Burris AR trippler. The sight picture that they produce is awesome. And what's nice about it is that when you're using this magnifier, you can still access all of your controls on your Strikefire pretty easily. Honestly, forget about using that 2-power magnifier. In the end, it's good to see that things are starting to change in the industry. Years ago, budget optics were a real waste. I know this firsthand because I bought them, I used them, I broke them. When you take a look at the Strikefire and even the Romeo 5, which I went over in another video, it's becoming more apparent that you don't have to spend a crap ton of money anymore to get a decent red dot. When it comes to the Vortex Strikefire, for me, it's a keeper. As always, be safe, and thanks for watching.